Welcome back to Creatively Homemade, the remote and hybrid professional. I'm excited to introduce Lesson 12 of our series. While remote work offers incredible flexibility, navigating disagreements with colleagues or managers can feel particularly tricky when you're not in the same room. Today, we're focusing on managing workplace conflict remotely, professional resolution and collaboration. This lesson will equip you with the essential strategies to address disagreements constructively and maintain positive working relationships, no matter the distance. Our goal is to empower you to understand the root causes of conflict, resolve issues professionally, and ultimately unite as a more effective team. Let's learn to turn conflict into collaboration. The absolute foundation of de-escalation, especially remotely, is empathy and validation. Even without seeing them, you can acknowledge their emotion. Use phrases like, I understand this has been frustrating for you, or that sounds incredibly difficult. Notice that you're not agreeing with any accusations they might be making, but rather agreeing with their feeling. This makes them feel heard. For instance, if a customer says, "This is ridiculous, your service is terrible," instead of arguing, you might say, "I hear your frustration with the service, and I apologize for the trouble this has caused you." This shows you're listening, a key recap from our Lesson 5 on active listening. When you validate their feelings, you often disarm their anger, opening the door for problem solving. The first crucial strategy for remote conflict resolution is to choose the right communication channel. Don't try to solve a heated argument over text. Text or email are best for very simple factual updates or non-emotional follow-ups. For instance, just confirming our task assignments. If there's moderate emotion or you need a quick discussion or clarification, a phone call is much better. It allows for vocal nuance. For anything involving high emotion, complex issues, or if you need to build or repair rapport, a video call is essential. Seeing facial expressions and body language, even virtually, makes a huge difference. Finally, if physically possible, and the situation is highly sensitive or requires significant relationship repair, an in-person meeting can sometimes be the most effective, but this is less common in remote settings. Selecting the correct channel can prevent escalation and lead to more effective resolution. Just as with customer de-escalation, empathetic listening is absolutely critical in resolving conflict with colleagues. Our second strategy focuses on this skill. Listen to understand, not just to reply. When a colleague is speaking, your primary goal is to truly grasp their perspective, feelings, and the core of their concern. Even without visual cues, you can acknowledge their feelings verbally. Phrases like, "It sounds like you're feeling frustrated about the project deadline," or "I hear your concern about the workload," show you're listening. Ask clarifying questions to ensure you've understood correctly. Can you tell me more about what happened with that task? Or, what do you mean when you say the process is inefficient? Crucially, resist the urge to interrupt, especially on calls where it can easily sound aggressive. Give them space to express themselves fully. Empathetic listening is the bridge to finding common ground. Once you've listened empathetically, it's your turn to express your perspective. The third strategy is to express your perspective constructively. The most powerful technique here is to use I statements. Instead of saying, "You always miss deadlines," which sounds accusatory, try, "I feel frustrated when project deadlines are missed because it impacts my ability to complete my work on time." This focuses on your feelings and needs, not blame. Focus on the specific behavior, not the person's character. Avoid labels like "you're lazy" and instead address the action. "When X happens." Be specific, not general. Don't say things are never organized. Say, I'm having trouble finding the latest version of the document in the shared folder. Finally, state your needs clearly. I need access to the most recent version by end of day, or I need to understand your process for task handoffs. Constructive expression paves the way for a solution, not continued conflict. Once the issue and perspectives are clear, shift the conversation forward. Our fourth strategy is to focus on solutions, not blame. Use collaborative language that emphasizes teamwork, such as, how can we work together to prevent this in the future? Or, what steps can we take to resolve this? Brainstorm options together. Instead of you dictating a solution, invite the other person to contribute ideas. What ideas do you have for improving this process? Or, what do you think would be a fair way to handle this? Once options are discussed, agree on clear, actionable steps. Who will do what? By when? Confirm these steps verbally. Most importantly, look forward, not backward. While it's important to understand the past, dwelling on who was at fault only prolongs the conflict. Focus on preventing recurrence and building a better future. This approach fosters a sense of shared responsibility and moves you toward a resolution. Even when emotions run high, our fifth strategy is to maintain professionalism throughout the conflict resolution process. This means continuing to stay calm and respectful, no matter what the other person says. Your composure is your strength. Absolutely avoid personal attacks or insults. Stick to the issue at hand and do not resort to name-calling or character assassination. This quickly derails any chance of resolution and can damage your reputation. Crucially, do not engage in gossip or complaining about the conflict to others who are not directly involved or part of the resolution process. This can poison the work environment. Finally, for important agreements or solutions, document key decisions or action items in a follow-up email or project management tool. Maintaining professionalism ensures the conflict is handled ethically and respects everyone involved, even if a full agreement isn't immediately reached. Despite your best efforts, sometimes conflicts can't be resolved directly. Our final strategy is knowing when to seek mediation or involve HR. Consider involving a third party if there is repeated unresolved conflict on the same issue or with the same person, despite your attempts to address it. Also, if there's a complete breakdown in communication where productive dialogue is no longer possible. You absolutely must involve HR if there's any violation of company policy, such as discrimination, harassment, or unethical behavior, and certainly if there are any threats or harassment directed towards you or another colleague. Always follow your company's protocols for reporting and seeking assistance. This isn't tattling. It's about leveraging appropriate resources to ensure a healthy and safe work environment for everyone when direct resolution isn't sufficient or safe. To further master your remote conflict resolution skills, I've compiled some excellent resources for you. On this slide, you'll find highly recommended books that delve into difficult conversations and leadership, such as Crucial Conversations by Carrie Patterson, Joseph Grenny, Ron McMillan, and Al Switzler, Dare to Lead by Brene Brown, and Getting to Yes by Roger Fisher and William Ury. These offer powerful frameworks for principled negotiation. Additionally, there are valuable online tools and practices, like familiarizing yourself with conflict resolution frameworks such as DESC, practicing empathy building exercises, and understanding your company's HR and mediation resources. For all the full details and where to find these, please make sure to check the comprehensive description below this video. Let's bring it all together. Effectively managing workplace conflict. especially remotely, is crucial for fostering strong teams. We've built foundational skills starting with Lesson 7, Navigating Zoom and Teams, to perfect your virtual presence. Then, Lesson 8, Email Etiquette, solidified your written professionalism. Lesson 9, Texting Etiquette, ensured your quick messages were effective. Lesson 10, Responding in Chats, perfected your real-time text interactions. And just last time, Lesson 11, Handling Difficult People, equipped you with crisis de-escalation skills for external interactions. Now, Lesson 12, Managing Workplace Conflict, completes this arc by focusing on internal disagreements, ensuring professional resolution and collaboration within your team. You're building truly collaborative and resilient remote professionalism. Your journey to becoming a master of remote conflict resolution is well defined. I encourage you to choose the right communication channel for each conflict and listen actively to understand all perspectives. Always express your perspective constructively and focus on solutions, not blame. Remember to maintain professionalism throughout the process and know when to escalate when needed. If you found this lesson helpful and want to continue building essential skills for your thriving remote and hybrid career, please subscribe to Creatively Homemade, the remote and hybrid professional. We're dedicated to empowering you in every aspect of your virtual work life. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to helping you resolve conflict professionally and collaborate effectively.